I think we're live. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Can you believe it? It's Friday already. So I hope you're having a great weekend. Happy Saturday morning to some of you on the other side of the planet. And let me just get my desktop all set up here and we will get started here. All right. I think we're good here. Yeah, YouTube says we're live, so it has to be true. All right. Hey, Amazing Grace. Hey, everybody. All right. Well, let's jump into some energy here first, and we'll start by raising our love vibration by taking a big, deep breath in. And in that moment of holding our breath, think of something. I can't talk. Something that you're grateful for right here in this moment, and just sincerely thank the Creator for it. And of course, exhale at your convenience. We'll bring in the singing bowl here. We might even try something different tonight. So let's take a big deep breath in and gratitude. Beautiful. Now, something that I don't think I've shared a whole lot um, on the channel is I have this energetic, I hate to call it a gift because gift is kind of overused, right? But ability, we'll call it an ability. And I've had realized it a lot in my life, and I've had readers and different people tell me that it's part of my energetic makeup that um, I can help transmute other people's energy. And a lot of you guys have this ability too, and you might even be aware of it when sometimes people just hanging around you, you doing nothing, they feel better. It's just something happens with their energy. We just make it easier. It's almost like we're a blood thinner, an energy thinner. We help energy flow away. The lower vibrational energy that feels stuck, it allows it to go. I've never described it with that way. I love that. So, as I'm hitting the singing bowl here and we're vibrating energy, allowing it to fill our hearts and our minds and our bodies and our energetic field. If you have any lower vibrational energy, if you have anything that just has been feeling stuck, just open up for that and allow the energy that's flowing out, allow it to transform that for you too. Right. So I'll hit it 3 times. So just close your eyes if you'd like. If you're not driving, if you're able to safely, close your eyes and just let the energy flow. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Now our energy is ripe to hear from spirit for sure. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, and welcome back to all my Zen friends. Happy to have you all here. I've got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, and those are two things we can definitely use in our journey of being these human characters. So we have always room for more friends. So welcome, welcome. Um, how the free readings work, we move down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. The chat is the list. There's no special list. You just put your question out there, and I try to get through as many free readings as I can. If you want to prioritize your reading and have a deeper dive, the free readings are generally 1 to 2 cards. But if you make a donation, I do prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, and dive deeper, meaning I do pull more cards for those. You can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. We do have my Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square. And I don't have a set dollar amount. Whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount. I know everyone's finances and everyone's cost of living is different across, I mean, across the city, across our states, across our nation, across the world. So whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount. Uh, and if you put your question, if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Spirit, of course, knows all. So we'll pull cards from that. So after donations, then my YouTube channel members, my monthly members, they get second priority over their free readings. I have some here right now. I got Moonlight 5. I think they're asleep, but they were here. Hey. And then we got Darlene. Hello, hello. And Faith and Love. So hello, everybody. Shout out to you. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, not only do you get prioritization during these sessions, Fridays and Saturdays, I don't normally get to all free readings. Every once in a while, I do. But I do make sure to complete donations and my YouTube channel members. So that's something else if you're like wanting to make sure you get an answer. Um, Even if it's like I go spend an hour with my Praying Mantis members and I come back, I will come back to complete those after that. So if you're interested in that, also you get advanced access to all the videos I put out in either of my YouTube channel member levels. I have Zen Cricket at $2.99 a month, Praying Mantis at $7.99 a month. In addition to all that, also Wednesdays we get together, both levels, for a couple hours on Wednesday for as many readings. We do past life readings, we do oracle readings, we talk about astrology, whatever you want. And then Thursday, I have a special session just for my Praying Mantis members, which is a couple hours. And then after my Friday, Saturday night sessions and my Sunday afternoon session, I do have an hour with them. Now, Sundays is a special day that, if you try to get your free readings and you're not able to get into where I get to on Fridays or Saturdays, Sundays, since I have one session in the morning, I come back in the afternoon and finish out all readings. So you can get a message from Spirit this weekend. You can try Fridays and Saturdays, definitely. But for sure, Sunday, we'll make sure you get one. All right. So I think that's everything, the skinny. But I do have a lot of videos and that I put out each week, in each month and each quarter. I've got my 2025 energy forecast for each individual zodiac sign. Let me just throw those out there. That is the little link for that, plus solstice card readings. So this is a quarterly reading that runs December 20th to March 20th. That's for each element, like fire signs, air signs, etc. And something to throw in there, if you guys haven't seen the announcements, we had winner number 2 for a free reading from me. And we'll be having a weekly giveaway each week. That's what weekly giveaways are, right? For each week for the month of January, and then a final one on February 3rd, that Monday, Tuesday, as well. So if you're interested to find out how you can get into the drawing you can check out that link there. It'll announce who the number 2 winner is because I have not heard from them yet. Uh-oh. And it'll tell you how you can get in the mix for the next one. I'll probably be pulling winners on Tuesday. Monday, I'm going to go have a wonderful colonoscopy. I'm at that age. So if I live through it, I'm sure I will. I'll have a winner announcement probably on Tuesday. All right. Also, weekly, I have Zen Bites that I put out, which are just a short little video that talks about um, how to keep our Zen or return to our Zen. So here is the one. I know, super fun. Here is the one that just came out yesterday, which is all about possibilities. Um, I think those are the main things I wanted to talk about. I've got new moon, full moon, sun, when the sun changes zodiac signs, those will be out each month. I have a quest for each month that'll be out. Yeah, Monday will be the first quest that you guys will get to see. Quest video helps us. The whole quest is in search of the 5 elements, the quest of the 5 elements, which are 4 of the regular elements of the human life in the different areas that we experience: mind, heart, energy, and our physical world. And it all points back to our ethereal element. So all of these videos that I'm putting out are giving tools on helping us, especially this year. If you haven't heard, it's going to be a very big transformational year. So as many tools and guidance we can from spirit in all 4 areas of our life, helping us step into our ethereal power, is going to be important. So be sure to check out all those playlists. They're linked in the description box of the video too, as well as how to become a YouTube channel member. I don't think I finished that up. And then also I offer personal readings and some couple other options of things. So that's also linked down below if you're interested. All right. Enough of the blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it. We're going to be using this Tarot of Light this weekend. I love the trees and the butterflies. Just felt very grounding, earthy, nurturing energy. And it's got big old hearts on the back here. So this is what we're going to be using. And let's dive in. Yeah, so pretty, so pretty. All right. So up first, let's see here. Check some timestamps. Yeah. So we've got Brenda. Brenda, you are up first. And then Moonlight. And then we will jump over to Amazing Grace. I do see 2 donations via the CashApp. So you'll be up after that. And then back to Brenda. And that's where we're at so far for donations. All right. So, Brenda, thank you so much for your donation. And of course, that wonderful unicorn, rainbow unicorn. And so let's take a look here. So we want to talk about love for tonight between you and the billy goat, thoughts and feelings and actions. Oh, great. You've been in constant communication. Yeah, it seems like he has changed, huh? Something shook loose in his noggin. Let's see here what Spirit wants you to know here about love tonight between the 2 of you here. So we do have thoughts, we do have feelings, we have actions. And then there's an extra little bonus card there. We'll see what's going on here. So we do have here, and if you guys see some smoke coming up here, that's mist. It's a humidifier. You're not seeing ghosts. I shouldn't have told you. I should have said, "What are you talking about? There's nothing there." We're here in Colorado. We're about to get minus Fahrenheit degree weather for 2 or 3 days. In fact, it's supposed to start snowing here in a couple hours. And since it's dropping all the humidity, I gotta keep my humidity up in here. So there you go. Bottom of the deck, Brenda. You have the moon card. So this is, the underlying energy. There's a lot of emotion that's bubbling up from the surface. I feel like we got the moon card recently, like last weekend on him. Um, but that's definitely coming up again. And I feel like the Cancer full moon that we had on Monday really shook some more of that wanting to share emotion, wanting to bring it forward. And I think we're in the Virgo moon right now for a couple days. So that's that, earthy grounding energy. Oh, maybe that's why I wanted these cards. Duh. All right. But that's coming in there. So let's look at here. Thoughts. What are thoughts going on here? Wow. So we have the Eight of Stars, the Eight of Wands, which is, it says surge, which is a lot of energetic movement, a lot of passion being activated. And as I'm sitting in his energy, I'm feeling like this safety that I wasn't feeling before. Like I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna let it all flow now. It's like, whoa, okay. But it's passion, it's energetic attraction, and they're just letting it express itself, if that makes sense. And so their thoughts, I like this. It's like their thoughts are almost muted a bit because it's allowing action. There's the barriers of their thoughts before those, that fears and the overthinking and all that was there seems to be just um it's almost like when you have a little dam, and it's not a huge dam. It's like what they're showing me is like on farms they'll have little watering ditches, and they'll have it blocked, and then when they want to do it they just pull up this little and they let water flow, and I feel like that's what's happened is whoosh, it's been opened up. I like that. Feelings. So I feel like you're going to get, expression tonight. The Five of Hearts, the sorrow, but the five in this case here, this is with energy that I'm feeling. They're Instead of focusing on lower vibrational emotions that they felt of disappointment and being disappointed, being a disappointment and being disappointed, and all of those types of energies, they're focusing on the two cups. Usually there's like three cups that are spilt, and we're looking at it going, oh my god, all that stuff that happened. But oh, look, it can peekaboo. They uh are seeing, they're looking backwards. That's what he's doing. He's, instead of focusing on that, when you turn around, you see the two cups, which is emotional choice, but also relationship and partnership and important relationships. So I like this turnaround that they've done here. So I like that. Actions. Let's take a look here. All right. So we do have the Page of Stars, which is be the Page of Wands, which again, more action, more wands energy, expression of passion, curiosity, and the Three of Wands going in direction they didn't think they would go. And this is good. It's good stuff though. It's like again, they had such with their Capricorn goatee energy. I know I'm a Capricorn rising. You can get your, this is the way things go. And then when we're able to look beyond that and kind of squash them or quelch them or pause them and go, okay, I'm just going to go with the flow and see where this goes, where this takes me. And this is the kind of energy that I feel is going on. We were talking about that, right? There's spirits bringing back that the conversation we had around you being an Aquarius and you like, let's go with the flow a lot, and they weren't, but now I feel like they're more flowing. So, like we were talking about, maybe you're rubbing off on them, Brenda. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let me look down here. Um, perfect. Yeah, exactly. And then the last one here got the Four of Angels. Yeah, see, here's the Four of Swords, the rest. This is the mind is at rest. So they're telling us here, this is definitely this putting their little overthinking has been put on pause. It's resting. So I like that. And the moon energy on the bottom is really, really there. So I like this. I feel like you will get expression of passion and energies. Emotion, I just feel is bubbling up already, but I feel like you're going to see them not being so in their head as they have been before. So I like that for you, Brenda. So yeah, and a lot of communication with that 8 of wands. That's just a lot of flooding. You know, 8s are a big flowy number. Think of like 4 on each side. There's this beautiful pathway in the middle, and then they've opened up the floodgates. So I feel like it's some great energy. Virgo moon energy too can be very sensual in a way because Virgo rules over like the body. So um, maybe some leftover full moon werewolf energy, where they're a bit braver than normal because of there's have this energy that's bubbled up, if that makes sense. But that's what they have for that one for you, Brenda. Yeah. And it's because you've changed too, your approach, and you're going with the flow more so. You've let so much of your mindsets go of the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must. And you really are. I love what you said about I'm just been giving love, 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 and expressing love, not caring if he expresses it back or not. And when we do that, that's like gratitude, right? Whatever we focus on grows and expands. Yeah. And, I think you're really realizing too, your heart can't be hurt. We can express fear, and that like pricks our heart, like a little poke, 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 but it can't damage it. It can't break it. What we do is, when someone does something, and whenever we feel hurt, that disappointment is our heart fearing that it's not good enough, right? But I feel like you've come so far in that over this last year, leaps and bounds. And I feel like that's why you're becoming less and less concerned and attached to their actions, because you're realizing I love myself. So you've been doing a lot of that. Yeah, exactly. Put it in God's hands instead of people's hands. Well put, Brenda. I love that. I love that. Yeah. So that's why their energy has changed, because you are seeing the world differently through your own eyes too. So I love that. I love it. I love it. All right. So, and then you have another question. We'll zip back around that here in a moment. Um, we have Moonlight, and then I have two for Amazing Grace, and then we'll circle back to your second question. So we shall return. All right. So, Moonlight, who I think you said here you will be sleeping tonight. That's good. Getting some rest. I know you're on the other side of the planet. So, good morning. When by the time you're watching this, hope you had a great sleep, and maybe we visited you in your dreams. Maybe you had some interesting dreams. But thank you for your donation and for your sticker. And so let's take a look here. Um, so what's coming for you this weekend? Anything exciting? And then we'll also circle back around and do your free question as well, um, when we get to that point. But we'll definitely do that tonight sometime. So what's coming for you this weekend, Moonlight? Let's see what they want you to know first about your weekend. Okay, they want those. And then anything exciting. One card we shall find out here. Bottom of the deck, overall, you got the 6 of stars, the 6 of stars. I wonder if I was reading all those other cards now that I'm thinking about it. No, angels is air. No, we did have stars. Okay. I'm back. This is success and victory and wonderful flowing energy. Yeah, with stars we had before, so that's right. Okay. Um, so I like it. It sounds like a very exciting, flowy, um, bright weekend. So we like that. Starting off, let's see what else they want you to know. You got the Nine of Angels. The Nine of Angels would be the nine of um, swords. And, I like this because usually the Nine of Swords shows people as nightmare and insomnia by themselves with all those swords, but they have this guardian angel that's protecting your sleep. And I like this. I feel like um, if you ask your guardian angel just to encompass you and circle you in their wings as you sleep, I feel like you'll sleep really, really good this weekend. So you have an opportunity to get some real rest. I think you've been having some trouble sleeping, and they're saying that, this will help you dream wonderful connection dreams. And you can even ask to meet your spirit guides and your guardian angels while you sleep this weekend too. But I like that. And that is exciting because I had something happen to me around Christmas where I was feeling horrible and thought I was going to die. Well, I really didn't, but my head was killing me. And the next night, after I had done some spiritual connection work, before I was going to sleep, I was like, Guardian Angel, can I just meet you in my dreams? And I had an amazing dream where I was taken off to the moon in a bubble and then came back down and went across the ocean to go visit my dad who lives in Hawaii. And we went to his house and there was this love and I hugged them and it was amazing, amazing energy. When I woke up, I was like, that was him. That was them, my guardian angel. They were the bubble of light that took me. So I love that for you. All that to say that. And then let's see, you had four other cards. You've got the universe expansion. So you got the world card, another victory card like the Six of Stars, and it's expansion. It's going to a new level. I say again, I like this combo here because it's an ending of an old cycle, beginning of new adventure. So very new beginning energy. You have the Ace of Angels. So Ace of Swords energy, which is wisdom. And this is, I love how they interpret these cards. This is about seeing things from a higher perspective. 21 being the last card in the major arcana, and the ace being the first card. Endings and beginnings. Some wisdom, seeing things differently from a different perspective. And another nine, you got the nine of stars. So the nine of wands. So fiery, fiery energy. And this feels like a breakthrough too. It's perseverance, but with the combination of all these others, because the nine of wands, nine of stars can mean like you're hitting a wall and it say, keep going, keep going, keep going. Sometimes, but this is like with all these victories, it's you're moving past something. You'll see like nine wands forming a fence that you can't get through, and you realize one is glowing, and you're like, that's my ace of wands, and you can reach out and grab it. And this becomes your power staff that allows you to really focus your energy, but it also opens up this space that you can walk right through it. So I like this freedom that's coming in. Yeah. And speaking of the magician, so grabbing your magic wand, and I feel like this weekend, and we'll see about excitement here in a sec. I feel like this is about um, whatever you focus on, expansive, expansive energy this weekend. So if you focus on higher vibration and gratitude, and the things you're grateful for are going to come in, the things that you fear will also come in. So the more we focus on gratitude and love and joy and peace, you can have all this exciting things come in, and exciting in a positive way, because sometimes drama can be exciting, but I don't feel like you have a drama weekend unless that's what you're ready for. If you're like, yeah, I got my popcorn, I got my soda, I'm ready for some drama, let's watch it, but I feel like all this victory and stuff is very positive for you. And then here, yeah, and then you have the new beginning, the fool's card coming in here. So I like this. You've got both the universe, the last card in the major arcana, and the fool card, the beginning. So when we're asking about something exciting, Feels like there's a new beginning that can definitely be ignited as long as your energy matches that to allow it to come in, right? So focus on gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for all the things you've loved in your life and anything that you've been wanting in your life too. You can just say, I've wanted this and I'm so grateful that you're bringing that to me in the perfect way, in the perfect timing. Um, and just have gratitude and I feel like there would be something awesome. So I like that for you, Moonlight. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we've got the dual donations from Amazing Grace. So thank you for your donations via the Cash app. And let's take a look here. And let's see here. So I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Okay. You need energy on your real parents, some insights on them, real biological parents. All right. That was your second one. And then you have a free question. So we'll see if we'll get to that one this evening. And one of the questions is within the Cash App. So the second one is within the Cash App. Okay, I got it there. And so we'll take a look here. Hey, and welcome. Welcome to Zen Cricket. Is that Sealy? I'm going to murder your name, but welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Zen Friends. All right. So let's take a look here. So Amazing Grace here. So the one in is about the documents, right? And then so you want an energy read on your real parents to give some insight on them, and then the other one is specifically about getting documentation. So I get it. I get it. So the real biological parents. All right. Let's find out. So we'll see here first. Mama energy. So let's find out about the one that was your conduit into the planet. And we're so grateful to her for agreeing to be that for you because you're with us. And then what about the baby daddy? It's funny that they're your spirit guides are bringing it that way. Tell us about the baby daddy. All right. So 4 cards for each here. And then while we're in the energy here, I'll also pull here. What about documents? Will you get the documents on your real parents? Okay. So I do like this one. And then any other advice on anything you need to do or need to know about it? Okay, so we'll grab those. All right. All right. And I know it's important, to to try to find out who we are and where we come from and all that. And that's important. Um the bottom of the deck, um it's interesting because you have the 8 of cups with the 8 of hearts, and you have the 8 of trees, the 8 of pentacles with the family trees, right? Look at these 2 family trees reaching across and joining together. And I like this because it's about I feel like what you're doing in diving into this is you're helping release old emotions that don't serve you anymore, right? About, you know, not being wanted or not, um, you know, who were they? Why didn't they keep me? Why didn't they think I was worth going through it? Or what is it? What's all behind this? A lot of unanswered emotions below the surface. And this is great because this is this, you know, change of energy to release some old energies that will allow some energy to come back to you. And I love that. And the 8 of Pentacles is supporting you in that because this is the blood, the sweat, the tears doing the work to get the result for the release. And so I like this for you. I like that underneath. Let's see what about mama. Well, actually first, I'm like, but spirit's like, but first, um just know, and I love this about all of us, that before we came down here, we knew we chose our parents, we chose our mother and father. Sometimes we're like, what was I thinking? But when you really do our inner work and we discover, wow, you know, um, I know why I chose my parents and my family and everything else, right? But they also chose us, and they knew what was going to happen. They knew what we were going to do, and so from a higher perspective, we knew all this before we're coming down here, um, and it happened with purpose. Not by accident. We didn't want to go like, oh, I wonder where we're going to end up. Ooh, it's very organized, very decided, if that makes sense. All right. So let's see what was going on with mama here. All right. The magician energy coming in here. Magician energy um is, it's ruled by Mercury. But I'm getting this energy of it says impulsiveness. I'm getting like very fiery energy, like uh, you know, someone who lived with passion, a lot of passion, a lot of extremity, though, with this energy that I'm picking up here. Let's see what else we have for here, too. Yeah, the Empress. Look at that mother. So, just to confirm, here she is, the birthing, the mother, pregnant. Um, very much a she had a nurture well, she has well, we'll see. Well, yeah, she has a nurturing energy, um, but especially in her younger years, no boundaries. So, um, because of her impulsiveness, she got pregnant, but and she decided to, of course, have you, and it's because that's her heart. But she also knew I and she's like, "I'd be a horrible mother." Let me see what else we have here. We got the 7 of Angels, which is the 7 of Swords. A lot of, especially back in those times, a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that was deceptive, deceived her. I feel like she learned the hard way about trusting and being betrayed and lied to and led on, and I do feel in a way she was very impulsive, that she fell into someone's arms and fell in love very fast. That fiery, almost feel like Aries energy, because it feels like low vibrational Aries energy, where it's like, let's just go. I don't care. I don't, yeah, consequences be damned. Boom. And then, oh no. And she thought, oh, well, if we stay together, we can do all this. And da 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 da. But I feel like with the 7 of Swords, she felt very betrayed and abandoned, um, by, we'll see who this baby daddy was here. Oh, Leo. Okay, well, that makes sense. So fire energy. And 6 of Hearts. Wow. So you guys definitely have past life connections with the 6 of Cups. It's a child card too. And this energy, I feel like she saw your face and said, you would be, the star. It's like you would be better off with someone else. And because of her impulsiveness, she was smart enough to know that if I was going to do this by myself, you would have a very, very difficult life. Um, and wow. just sitting into her energy. She had a horrible, horrible childhood, it feels like. Like, it's almost feels like the family that surrounded her, she didn't trust him, and that's where some of that betrayal comes in too, and she's like, "It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good." And so she was like, "This is the best thing I can do." I can even see her saying that. "This is the best." I was gonna try to do a big pregnant belly. "Yeah, this is the best thing that I can do for you, and I know you're strong enough to handle it," you know? She goes, "If you got my genes, you're gonna be strong enough to handle all this." So, I love this. So, but definitely the 6 of Cups, I feel like you guys have past life connections, where I feel like you were her mom in another lifetime, and sisters in another one, and, I feel like you guys have had different, lifetimes together where you definitely have had togetherness. But this lifetime, there was something that you really wanted to be able to learn, um, from this point of view. So she was like, "All right, I'll be that for you. Just remember, you wanted this." um, so and that's interesting. I love it because there's a book called The Little Soul and the Sun. I think and the Sun or in the Sun, The Little Soul and the Sun, I think. But it talked about how we were all souls and we're all so bright and we wanted to learn more about ourselves. So this that's why we created this planet, this universe, so we could experience something that because we were all light, you can't see the difference in it all because we're all bright. So we wanted to come to dim our light and experience a dimmed light as a human. But in order to do that, we needed to have experiences happen that were lower vibrational. And we asked, you know, our buddies and loved ones that are all around us up there, "Hey, can someone be a jerk to me? And can someone do this?" And they're like, "Oh no, that's not us at all. That's not our vibration." And they're like, "Please." And they're like, Okay, because I love you so much, I will be that for you, even though it's going to kill me to do it." Right. And that's the kind of energy I'm picking up. So, all right. Now let's dive into the baby daddy. Let's find out what's going on with them. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, Nurturer here. Um, so I feel Earth energy coming in with that. And again, this nurturing energy in all this, I do feel it's funny. They're showing me in my little movie screen inside my head more of like a 70s love child, hippie. Yeah, and very loving and very that, but also just very I don't want to use the word flighty. It's more floaty. They just kind of floated around and commitment. What's commitment? It's more of this, maybe even like someone who's in a band, that's like, yeah, I want to go and, uh, have these adventures and all that, and experience things. And so living their heart, in a way. Let's see what else we have here. Got the 9 of trees, the 9 of pentacles. Yeah, here's that independent feeling here. The 9 of trees, 9 of pentacles is usually someone in a garden by themselves with spirit, very independent, very to themselves. Um, as far as their world revolves just around them. That's that hermity kind of um, energy that comes in with it. But definitely all this earthy type of really grounded down to earth kind of person, I like that. And then we have the shadow. Yeah. Capricorn. So maybe they were a Capricorn because all this earth energy. And then you get the Capricorn card that indicates that. But they had, with all of this, they had certain things that needed to happen, and they knew having, a partner and a child was not their things. He was a Taurus? Well, it's funny. Isn't that funny? Because they are giving me Aries and, Capricorn. Cap uh, Capricorn is, like, the latest, so if you circle back around, Taurus is the next Earth sign, Aries is the next one. Wow. So, but understands that Earth energy, at least there. Um, but they had a lot of fears. This is the Capricorn Saturn energy is a lot of fears, a lot of, "Oh, no, I have to go do this stuff. I can't do all that." They were very set, which makes sense too with Taurus energy, stubborn in there. "No, I gotta go do this. I gotta go see the world or, travel. I gotta do all this stuff. I can't be this doesn't fit into my plan," kind of energy. And the 5 of Hearts. They were musicians and young? Oh my gosh. So, makes total sense. Yeah, and the 5 of Hearts, 5 of Hearts, 5 of Cups energy is, I mean, it is sorrow, and so it isn't like they were just like, "Bye," they definitely it was not easy for them to make that choice because, something within them really made them, you know, um, I mean, it their fears overruled and they ended up going and going their direction anyway, I feel. But it still, it still bothered them. So I like that they're making sure we know that. Something about this Capricorn addiction energy and the 5 of Hearts sorrow, I feel like they medicated themselves, self-medicated. Um, I'm not sure if they're still around. I I feel like your mom is still out there somewhere, but I'm not so sure about your birth father. I almost feel like oh, they're both deceased? Okay. Maybe that's what the 6 of Cups comes in here. But yeah, so I feel like they kinda went addiction-wise, to cover up some of their emotions there. So, um, I I like this, um, awareness around it, and I feel like you might, Mom, definitely, okay. Yeah, um, you might, I like the nurturingness of them, and, when I looked at, why did I choose my mom? Why did I choose my dad? And my mom's like a Pisces, and, she, always had a desire to be a teacher in her life. She helped teach her young siblings. She was the oldest of 10 kids. Um, and so she taught a lot of and took care of a lot of her younger siblings. And, um, yeah, they do love you very much, especially from the other side. They're just like supporting you as, spirit guides now, helping you on your life. But I realized, oh, my mom, she's a huge heart, always wanted to give and help people and wanted to be a teacher. My dad, Sagittarius, um, he's very much a people person as Sagittarians are, and but knew things about people just instinctively, and he was very outgoing and funny, funny, funny. He's a funny guy. When I look at them both, I'm like, yeah, that's like me combined, And so when you look at who you are and who you've become, you can look at some characteristics of yourself and go, okay, yeah, this came from somewhere. And I know that, part of our astrology brings in our characteristics, but we get a lot from experience in our parents, and we chose them on purpose for a reason. So if you have an inclination towards music and creativity and flow, um, it's like look at the positive things that we gleaned from them as well, because they did give you gifts too. So I love that. So that is for that one. I love that for you. And then let's take a look here at the documents here and see. So, will you get the documents from your real parents here? You have the Knight of Trees, the Knight of Pentacles, Custodian, slowest moving knight. I feel like, you know, it's going to take a little longer for it to happen here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, Queen of Stars. Just keep your energy, focusing in on gratitude to Creator and Spirit World for bringing me the documents. I know you're going to bring them in the perfect timing, in the perfect way. Thank you, and use your energy in that positive. Because if we, of course, focus on fearing that I'm not going to get them, whatever, we push them further away. So I like that. You have the Ace of Trees, so abundant success. So you will get them with that. Just going to take a little bit of time. Page of Stars, curiosity. I love this. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. As a kitty on here. So I love that this Page of Stars, this Page of Wands, it brings you new energy from it too. I like that. And the 10 of Hearts, fullness of joy and emotion. So obviously all these cards just to reinforce, yeah, you'll get them. It'll take a little bit more time than previous. I mean, you know, but it'll come in its timing. But definitely focus on gratitude for divine timing. Yeah, you're going to bring it in the perfect timing, the perfect way. So thank you. So I love it. Absolutely. You are amazing too, Amazing Grace. So thank you for your donations and for sharing that energy. I loved feeling, and I definitely feel them. The love and the pride and that the support that they give you and the guidance and everything from the other side. And um, yeah, I love that. All right. So thank you again for the donations and enjoy your evening. I wonder if you'll dream about them. Can even ask them, hey, can you guys come visit me in my dream? I don't know if you're a musician. You can say, come on, let's jam. Let's jam in one of my dreams. All right. So much love to you. Yes. All right. So let's see here. How long is the donation list? Let's take a look here. So let's see where we're at. It's a good question. Let everyone know where we're at. So we have Brenda up next, and then we have um Seely, I think maybe Seely, if I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Yeah, so just two for donations is what we have right now. Um, and then after that, after the donations are done, I do jump to my monthly YouTube channel members for their free readings. You'll see their names in green and red. I have like probably 4 or 5 of those. Those are faster though. Those are just 1 to 2 cards. So that's where we're at. All right. So zoom, zoom, zoom. Hey, Nelia. Shout out to another of my YouTube channel members. Good to see you. All right. So, Brenda, for question number 2, thank you for the second donation. So, a general in love and money for the rest of the month. All right, let's take a look here. So, for Brenda, we have love. Ooh, here we have money. Okay, what else? What else about love? I feel like they wanted to give you, 2 more there. And then here's more for money. All right. I like this. I like the bottom of the deck just as a general for you for the rest of the month, the 3 of Wands, which is what we were talking about before, which is allowing ourselves to, wander off the trail if we want to go off the trail, to take an exit ramp and go everywhere we want to go, that it doesn't have to be set. There's this flexibility that seems to be coming in with it there. So I like that. For love, yeah, you got yeah. So you have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I like this. Fears relieved. We are air signs, Aquarian, so we do have a lot of thinking that can go on here. But I love here, this is like a confirmation of what we were talking about a little bit ago with your other situation with Billy Goat. And we got the Queen of Swords. She wields the Ace of Swords, which allows her to cut away and transform some old ways of thinking into new ways of thinking, and it is balanced with the heart as well. Let's see what these other two are here. Yeah, okay. Well, you do have the Hermit card, and you do have the 14. That's going to be the Temperance card. And so temperance is about, things unfolding. I love the hermit, the retreat, with you becoming aware of who you are and maintaining your connection with spirit and what you're wanting to do, knowing that like alchemy with love, it goes back and forth between two cups, which happens to be two cups is the representation of relationships, right? But it's usually pouring back and forth. This started off as a base metal, and each time it goes back and forth between the two, magic is happening and it's moving toward gold. So it's progress, even though it may not be super fast progress, but it's worth the wait because there is gold that comes on, at the end of it too. So I like that. Um, so that's for love. I feel like they're saying just continue to, as any triggers come up, any thoughts and beliefs come up, that when those expectations start to rise, just use your power of your air energy to question and go, is that what I want to believe? No, chop, 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 transform, wisdom, focus in on, um, your inner journey, like you've been doing, giving love, you'll receive love. Finances, let's take a look at that here. I like you have the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups is happiness, so that's a good energy that can come in with it here. And the Seven of Angels, the Seven of Swords, you know, really looking and seeing how we are, what beliefs we have around lack, what beliefs I have around finances. It is a journey, right? I mean, we're given so much around that growing up, but we can see, am I focusing in on my fears of not having enough? Am I reverting to beliefs in lack? Because that's deceitful thoughts. Those are not true. That's humankind. The fear of I'm not going to have enough. They're reminding me of like the Five of Pentacles, which is when we realize it's not humans that bring us what we need in each moment, but that we know that creator is who brings us what we need in each moment in our sustenance. And as we build up that trust, then we're just like, all right, we have gratitude. We start thinking of all the what we're grateful for, especially all the finances I'm grateful for, all that you provided all along. And I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this. And you always come through. You've always provided me everything I needed, or I'd be dead right now. And when we develop that gratitude and that sense of trust around finances, that's where this, Ace of Cups too, realizing that, you know, we have everything we need inside of us, inward and upward. And we're like, oh, you're the one that's bringing me everything. Um, so I like that for you here. Yeah, and then again, 2 major arcana as your follow-ups. You have the Capricorn, overthinking energy, but also the teacher, the Hierophant, which is your higher self, showing you a different way of looking at things. And so I feel like finances can transform so much when we make that conversion from focusing on lack to focusing on um, abundance and gratitude instead, right? Um, so hopefully that helps. But I feel like there's great, all this thinking energy. I feel like you are continuing to transform some old beliefs that pop up. So anytime we have a lower vibration that we feel bubbling up emotionally or thinking, and those, it's an opportunity to grow, and I feel like that's what's going to continue to happen for the rest of the months. So that is what they have for you, Brenda. No, that was for Brenda. Sorry, Celie. I think you're still a few away. So that is what they have for you. So thank you again, Brenda, for your second donation. All right. Oh, actually, you're next, Celie. So close. So you are next, and then we have two for Nelia, and then I did get a PayPal that just came through. So Maria, you'll be up after that. All right, so here we are. So thank you. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a Zen Cricket member. We do have after I'm done with donations, then I do go down for all the free readings for my YouTube channel members. So your the question you asked for that. Um, oh, it looks like it's almost the same question. So I'll do that. But if you ask another question, a free question, I will also answer that tonight at some point. If I have about an hour left. And if I before I go spend time with my Praying Mantis members, so if I don't complete it during this one, I will come back and complete that. Also, Wednesday nights we have a free couple hours from 6 to 8 p.m. ish Mountain Time. It starts at 6 p.m., but sometimes it would go longer than 8. But we have a couple hours for free readings, past life readings, all that. So feel free to join us then as well. I'll post, it'll come out, and I post on all my social media the link to it, and plus it will pop out of here too. So it's just a little skinny information on that. Plus, you have advanced access to a lot of videos. So if you go to my main page at the top where it says new for 2025, you'll have advanced access to a lot of new videos that have come out as well. So blah, 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 blah. There you go. All right. So let's get to your question. Okay. All right, very good. So we'll do the love reading as well later. Okay. So your question was, so you want to know, will you get a job by the end of the month? Are you how can you guarantee a job by the end of the month? So we'll bring those both in kind of together here and say, based on current energies, are you going to be getting a new job by the end of the month? Okay. And then if not, or advice around it. Either way, they're going to give you extra information here, it appears. All right. So, will you get one here? So, you've got the Justice card and the Four of Stars, the Four of Wands. You do have Four of Wands, it's joy and advancement, it's celebration. And the Divine Order, as they call it here, equilibrium, it's the Justice card. And the bottom of the deck too, you've got the Emperor, which is this Aries energy of new beginnings, and but taking action too. So I feel like they're like, yeah, you definitely have great possibilities to have a job by the end of the month. But I know, right? But no, I'm just it does take a little bit of energy, a little bit of power of like, what do I want? Not what I think other people think I should want or I'm supposed to or should or whatever. It's like seeing things from a different perspective and kind of stepping out of, in a way, trying to do what you think is the supposed to do. And it's like, what do you want to do? I feel like there's this spark, this star card is kind of like a wish, a dream come true kind of energy, like the star card in tarot, and we'll see what these other ones come in here too. But I feel like there's this kind of nudge to don't do what you've always done. Like, don't go into, these are the jobs I should go. It's what I've always done. It's like when you go to a search engine for a job and you put, well, customer service, it's what I've always done. This is what I used to do. Customer service. All right, let's see what jobs are out there. Instead, leave it blank and look at what's out there and just kind of scan them and go, look, and they don't even require any experience or they'll train you or whatever. And you're like, I want to go try that. It's something like that. It draws you to it because it's like there's the shining light. It's like close your eyes, open your heart, and the bright light will guide you. So I like that. I like that for you. Sorry. I just noticed I didn't give you a love and a like on your donation. How rude. So thank you for that. And celebrate your fifth super on a live stream. Yay. All right. So let's see what else they bring in here with these other cards. So you've got two foundational cards on the bottom and then two and two and two. So let's see what the foundation ones are here. And you got the Lover's card here on the bottom, which is the power of emotional choice, ecstasy, and the Ace of Hearts, love. So, like I was just saying, the foundation is following your heart, not your mind, right? And it's like allowing yourself to look in places and um, that you wouldn't normally look. Um, to go for jobs that you normally wouldn't go for because your heart wants you to go for it instead of going, the mind is like, well, this is good enough and it'll get you money, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, but I'll wake up every day going, oh, God, I got to go to work again instead of like, oh, I can't wait to go to work today. Right. And this is the kind of energy that I'm talking about here. Yeah, you've got the Page of Trees and the Nine of Trees. So, Page of Trees is a new opportunity opening up in the outside world. Interesting, the Nine of Trees, the Nine of Pentacles, is kind of a hermity energy. And I don't know if you have the ability to do this, but when I was talking about like searching for jobs, in my mind, it was like work from home. Look for the work from home jobs. And I don't know if you have the ability to work from home, but I was like, wow, with this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like there could be some opportunities if you are able to accommodate working from home. That could be something to look at too. Uh, well, okay. So you got the the awakening card here is the normally the judgment card, which is your higher self calling you to do something differently, and the hermit card, the retreat. Again, working independently, working alone, um, like and that would fit into the working from home, like I was just talking about too. Um, or even if you're wanting to um, move into doing some sort of your own business, starting up your own thing, it's very supported with that too. But I keep on getting the work from home, work from home. It might be something that you can start if you can get a job of working from home, and then um, start building this dream that you have. That could also be supported with that too, because you don't have transportation, you save money on gas, I mean, there's all this savings that you have when you work from home. Obviously, a lot of us learned that during the plague. But so if that resonates, check it. All right. Yeah, and then you have the Three of Stars and the Eight of Hearts. Yeah, Eight of Hearts, Eight of Cups is leaving behind emotions and relationships that don't serve you anymore. And the Three of Wands is about changing direction. So again, with it's like leaving behind the old way of old um, relationships with employers and move in a different direction than you normally would have. So I like all this here. Um, so there is that energy, but it's about you again closing your eyes, open your heart, and then see what is out there. And if you never thought of working from home, or um, definitely something just to consider, just search and see what you find. Follow your heart, though, and I do feel like you will find something that uh, is right, uh, in alignment with what you want to do and where you want to head in your life. So I like that for you. So that is what they have for that for you. And then, like I said, we'll circle back around. If I don't finish in the next hour for your free reading, I will come back on after I go and spend time with my Praying Mantis members. It'll just be a separate stream that'll come on specifically to finish out any donations or my YouTube channel members that I don't get to. Okay. All right. So that is what we have for you for now. All right. And then we have the dual donations from Nelia. Hello, hello. You are very welcome. All right. So we have 2 from Nelia and then to you, Maria, after that. So Nelia, thank you for your wonky wonky spiral eye sticker and donation. So you want to know a time frame on when you and your sister will reconcile. How will you reconcile? Will she call you first? General. All right, let's take a look here. Let me take a sip of my peppermint tea here. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So any time frame on when you and your sister will reconcile. Okay. And then how will you reconcile? Okay, I guess those 2. Will she contact you first? Right? Will she call you first? And then anything else you need to know about the sister adventure. We'll call it an adventure. All right. Bottom of the deck. I like it. 4 of angels, 4 of swords, peace of mind, rest. Hey, Nelia, hello. They're like, you just rest your mind, girl. You just rest your mind. Okay. So time frame. Let's look at time frame. Knight of Hearts. Which is good. It's the Knight of Cups. It's movement of heart, movement of emotion. And um I feel like with time frame, excuse me, it's going to go faster than you would think, because the Knight of Hearts is a faster moving energy. And so I feel like it's going to be sooner than later, sooner than you would think. Um, so I like that. They're leaving it up to, you know, it all depends, right? The fire starter. Yeah, it all depends on um emotional movement of emotion. We'll see what else they have here because they got some more cards. We'll probably get some more uh information on that. How you guys will reconcile. Oh. So you've got lovers, which is relationships, and then the temperance card. Slowly. I feel like um that it's going to be your brother-in-law that's been working on her slowly to uh stop, to reach out. And I feel like it's going to be through them that they kind of go, let's get together. He's going to be nudging, and I feel like um I can just see this movie in my head where he's like, "Come on, babe, I think you punished her long enough, she's family, and she wasn't doing it to you and stuff." And then, she's like, and he's like, "Why don't we invite her to go out to dinner or whatever?" "Fine, but you do it." So I feel like and we'll see here with who will she call you first? We'll see what these cards are. But I feel like it's your brother-in-law that calls first. Yeah. We got the 8 of Pentacles with the 8 of Trees and the Ace of Cups that's coming in here. And so I don't feel, and that makes sense that it, because the Ace of Cups is like, I feel like your energy, but I don't feel like you you could always reach out earlier too with this 8 of Pentacles because it's about you putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, which you already have been reaching out. But I feel like, um, but I just feel like it's the brother-in-law that's going to reach out, because when I was looking at this, I'm like, yeah, but you've been putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears. But it makes sense that they're just acknowledging that you've been doing all the calling, so now you can wait for the brother-in-law to call you. Is what I have here. Yeah, she's a hothead. It's fire, There by the grace of God go we. I'm so grateful that I'm an air sign, son, and you know, I think I'm almost absent of fire in my chart. But that brings a whole lot of other stuff along with it, doesn't it? Because uh, you know, being all the water that's in my chart, besides my two, my Capricorn rising and my um, Aquarius sun, I've got a ton of water, which almost killed me. So we all have our stuff, right? At least he has a heart. Yeah, maybe that's that Ace of Cups. He's got a huge heart. Let's see what else they want you to know around this here, right? So you got the 10 of trees, loyalty, 10 of pentacles. So it is relationship, it's abundance, it's fullness of life. Family does mean a lot to her. And in a way, you've heard that saying, we tend to hurt the ones we love. But the reason is because we tend to feel like, especially family, we're blood, and no matter what, you belong to me, I belong to you, so I can treat you any way I want, and I know you're not going anywhere. We'll circle back at one point. I'm not afraid, you know. So I feel like that's her attitude. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the teacher, the Hierophant. This is a time here. Realize that this is happening for you, right? And there's this great awareness of, um, when you start looking at, okay, what truth have I learned around myself with this situation? Because as soon as you start identifying with the truth that you learned from the situation, what was the gift that was given to you in this situation? What did I learn? Once we become aware of it and then we have gratitude for it, then we're not in need of the lesson anymore. So, something to think about as well, because this is your higher self showing you a different way to look at the situation. Yeah, you have the 9 of swords, fears, and then this is what you're learning is what fears to set aside. And we know that you've been really looking at this of not being manipulated by other people's actions. Ultimately, what's the big fear that humans have? Rejection. It starts off as feeling responsible for other people's emotions, and it's like, I fear being punished by someone, but ultimately we fear being rejected. It's like the ultimate, we're pack animals. Oh, ostracized from the pack. No. But you're realizing a lot of those fears, but you're learning to, with the 9 energy, stand on your own and not fear those things. Yeah. And here is hope. You got the star card. There is hope, so don't give up. But you also don't have to grovel. You don't have to change your behavior. You can always learn to communicate a little differently, and when you guys make up and or that, say, you know, I don't like it when we're not talking and we're at odds. Can we have a different approach on how we deal with our conflict? What do you recommend?" And she's like, "No, it's fine with me." She goes, "It's safer for you if I do it this way." And you're like, "Ah, touche." I like it. Too funny. All right. So that's what they have for you for the first one there, Nelia. Hopefully that brings a little comfort. And then for your second donation with your sticker, I wanted to know here. Are these supplements a scam or do they really work for diabetes? Are they endorsed by Dr. Teresa Tam? If so, is she a con artist and can't be trusted? Uh-oh. All right. So of course, I'm not a licensed uh, private investigator or a licensed medical professional or a legal professional. Of course, disclaimer in the description box of the video. Tarot is for fun, and ultimately, everyone should make their own decisions and seek professional help in dealing with things in life. All right. All that said, let's see what Spirit says. So, first of all, are they a scam? Okay. Let's start off there. Are they a scam? Queen of Angels, Queen of Swords. This is you know, I feel like they can work because this is visionary. It's someone that, um, balances the heart and the mind. And being swords energy is all about the mind and thinking and that. So it does feel like with this energy here that it does work for some people for it. Everyone's bodies are different. Again, I'm no medical professional, but I've heard that everybody's bodies are different and react different to things. Like my host, if if they want to try a medication, they say, "Well, this only impacts 1%." We're like, "It's going to be her." They'll try other stuff and it works totally different. And that's what happens. But let me see what else they want to know here. Yeah, and they have the sun. So this is success. This is, you know, uh, the bright light shining on things. So it is vitality here. So it does say that it is a good, I mean, it has worked to help some people. All right. Um, are they endorsed by Dr. Teresa? Let's take a look here. All right. Evidently, these are your cards here. Let's see what we got here. 6 stars, 6 of stars, 6 of wands energy, which is victory and acknowledgement and what's another word that they use it for? It's like reward, but um, recognition is the word I was looking for. So I feel like in asking, are they endorsed? I feel like they do recognize that. So I do feel like they are. And if she does, which I feel like she does, is she a con artist and can she be trusted? Wow, Queen of Stars, Illuminator, and King of Trees, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is you know, they are a go-getter. They are someone who shines bright, is very, presentable, and has the King of Pentacles is an art. It says architect, but they're about abundance and fullness of life. So I do feel like she can be trusted. She has a passion for life here, but it doesn't. I mean, it's just because it works for a certain group of people, it doesn't mean it works for everyone. So um I feel like you want to know specifically, does it work for you, right? um if this is, or for however you have concern that has diabetes, um from spirit, is this what they recommend for you as your highest experience? No, not for you. You got Capricorn, fear, shadow, and energy here. Let's see what they do recommend here. Yeah, it's interesting. So you got the two of angels, the two of swords, which is like it's balance, but I feel like it's you're at a crossroads. And I feel like they're saying, don't I don't know if to go a different direction because you've got the tower card here. I feel like the tower card I feel like specifically for you, um, there's something to do that it wouldn't suit you well. And it helps some people, but I don't feel like for you it's here. And the three of trees, yeah, the three of pentacles, be true to your authentic self. And and I feel like this is saying don't listen to other people, but follow your path. I just feel like there's some letting go of some things. There's something else. This balance really is standing out though too. And I just feel like there's not going to be a like fast, miracle drug that takes away diabetes. It's like changing, you know. I actually recently um been going to the doctor. I haven't gone to the doctor in like 30 years, but looking at my blood pressure, found out I'm on the verge of being you know, pre-diabetic, and it's because I have a lot of extra stuff. So we're changing diet, losing weight, eating differently, and you know, doing some other things. And it's like balance is what it's all about. And I know I wish there was just a pill we could take to get rid of stuff, but it's kind of balancing our lifestyle, I feel is a big piece here. But for this specific little stuff, it's not a scam, but it's not for everyone. And I don't feel like this one's for you. All right. So that is what we have. And you're not alone. I wanted to tell you that because just let you know you're not alone. It's so easy this day. And in fact, the doctor that was looking at the blood tests and stuff, she was like, you know, where you're at wouldn't have been pre-diabetic because they officially say pre-diabetic. She goes, because like especially here in the United States, diabetes is so across the board. I mean, there's so much of it that they moved the marker earlier, like the number on the blood test, to be pre-diabetic to identify it and kind of bring, yeah, the joys of getting older, right? Yeah. It's just to bring attention to it because there's so many things that in the food we eat and everything else that just is crappy for us. So I know. So hopefully that helps a little bit there, Nelia. So many blessings to you. All right. And thank you again for your dual donations. And boom, boom, boom. So we are to Maria. So thank you, Maria, for your donation via Z PayPal. Yeah, I'm glad that confirmed it for you there. All right. So, Maria, time for the evening edition of the Days of Our Life. In Canada, too. Yeah. Just it's so much stuff in all the meat, all the hormones, all the stuff they use to grow it fast, and the vegetables, even. And there's just so much in there. And portion control is a thing that we're taught. This is the meal. And it's like, well, actually, this is all I need. I even started doing intermittent fasting where I'll eat normally between like 9 and 5. I think that's 8 hours. Yeah, usually 9 to 5, and then I just won't eat anything until that. And so I can have 2 or 3 meals in there if I want. But lately I just been eating like 2 meals, and that's why I've been losing some weight and feeling better, eating better. So fun stuff. All right. So Maria, we are to you. All right. So, what are Walter's feelings and thoughts towards you today? All right. So, feelings, thoughts. Did he like your lunch date yesterday? Oh, let's take a look here. But he didn't. I feel like he didn't like the food. I don't know why that's coming through. He was like, I don't know. I feel like he was in the mood for something, um, about uh, like he had a craving for something and he ordered it and it just didn't taste like he wanted it to. I don't know why that come through. So I feel like they're telling you that. So if you saw him kind of whatever or whatever, anything like that is like, okay, you have that. And then what's coming for you and Walter this weekend? All right. Okay, I feel like it's those. And then anything you should know. Anything they'd like you to know about W. All right. All right. So, first of all, what are Walter's feelings towards you? Seven of trees, seven of pentacles. They're just kind of, here's that energy again with them. I'm just seeing what's unfolding. I'm watching it grow. Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. I'm just enjoying the growth of it, watching what's happening, just taking the time. And that's the energy that we've been getting from them for. So I like that, that kind of they're enjoying the moments and I don't know, I'm picturing someone, I forget what movie it was from. Um but he ended up in a village in Asia somewhere and working in the rice fields, and he learned to just be because all the people that were planting the energy in, I mean, not the energy, the rice things in, would feel the breeze start coming. They'd stand up and just let the breeze flow through them, and he started to do that too. And I kind of feel like that's what he's doing. He's just letting whatever's flowing through flow through. Just. So I like that. What are his thoughts? Yeah, we got the Five of Pentacles and the full card with New Beginning here too. So their thoughts are, th- they've got these fears of lack, these fears of not having enough, all that kind of stuff that's been, flown around and all that kind of stuff there as well. And but I like this new beginning. They're kind of letting expectations go. And I feel like that this both of these thoughts and feelings together, they're just trying to let expectations and intentions and everything and just enjoy things for what they are and kind of to see where they're going. That's the kind of energy that's coming in. Did he like your lunch date? Wow, a lot of thinking here. Well, we got the Page of Angels, the Page of Swords, which is about looking at things in a different way. King of Pentacles, not King of Pentacles, King of Swords with the King of Angels, which they're big thinkers, and the Nine of Swords, which in this case, both the king and the page hold the Ace of Swords, which helps them look past their expectations, look past supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, except for the meal itself. But with you, they enjoyed it for what it was because I feel like they just went in without overthinking it, just looking at things from a different perspective. But there's something about the food they ate was like, it just wasn't. And I kind of feel like it's something they order a lot, maybe at different restaurants or different things or whatever, but it didn't do that, and hopefully you didn't cook for 'em, 'cause now there's gonna be hell to pay. But they were just like the food for some reason just didn't sit with them yesterday, and it's like, no, it was like, "W why?" And I don't know why, but it just seemed like that. And then what's coming for you and Walter this weekend? Look at the Page of Hearts. So expansive, Page of Cups. So, Love opportunities, 10 of trees, 10 of pentacles, fullness of life. I like that. And the 8 of stars. Ooh, passion, 8 of wands, a lot of passionate movement. So it feels like love is heightened. It feels like the 10 of trees just feels like fullness between the two of you. And, the 10 of pentacles, 10 of trees is one of my relationship type cards. So it just feels like the relationship is just expanding and growing, but passion, 8 of wands. What do you need to know about Walter? All right. Wow. So you got the moon card. So there's a lot of emotion below the surface. There's a lot that's there. There's a whole sea of emotion. And though if they don't share like a ton of it, just know that it's there. And you know, I feel like because they're going with the flow of things and allowing things just to kind of unfold, they don't want to unnecessarily leap it forward by sharing a deep emotion that isn't appropriate yet for where they feel like you guys have gone yet. Because they have a lot of emotion of things that they would want to share. Again, kind of that dream. They have this dream of what they want in life, but they're not ready to share that yet. Page of Stars, Page of Wands, um, curiosity. Yeah. Let's see, how can I say this? They want, they can be a bit adventurous with their passion. Um, Not like with other people and all that, but they're like when they're in a relationship, they can, keep things exciting, do things differently. Um, and so I feel like that there's this curiosity. And again, with that moon, I feel like there's some hidden things that they haven't shared with past partners either. So, I think you get what I'm putting out. And then you have the 6 of hearts, the 6 of cups, past life connections. And I feel like we've talked about it before, but you guys have had other past life interactions before. And but you do have past life connection that's there as well. So that is what they have for you, my dear. Thank you again for your donation and for this episode of the Days of Our Lives. All right. So thank you guys, everyone, for your patience. I'm going to be on for about less than 30 more minutes. That was the last of the donation. So now I'm going to jump to my free readings for my monthly YouTube channel members. And these will be faster. They're just 1 or 2 card readings, um, not like the donations where we dive deeper. So, and I'm not sure if I'll get to any of the other free readings, but let's shut up and go and let's see how many we can get through and how many messages. All right. So we did that one, did that. So, Moonlight, your free question: will you get to buy a new car within the next 2 or 3 months? All right. Let's take a look here. We have the Ace of Stars and the Queen of Trees. So Queen of Pentacles is abundance, and we do have the Page of Star or the Ace of Stars, the Ace of Wands, which is um, about action and movement. The combination, I would say yes, with a little bit of this. Be aware of your magic wand, the Ace of Wands. What are you creating? What are you focusing on? So you do have possibilities of obtaining that by, as we've been saying, you focus on gratitude. If you've had cars in the past that you liked, what did you love about them? Thank the creator, make a list. Here's my gratitude journal on a vehicle. I love this about that car. I love this about that car. And then you ask creator, I'd really like a new car. And so I'm asking you to bring in the perfect vehicle and the perfect timing, the perfect way for me. And then you just start gratitude, and then you start, asking for guidance. Spirit, guide me. Where can I look? Show me signs. If there's anything I can do to help this along. And and then spirit will. So I definitely feel like you have the capability of doing so, right? So that's what they have for you, Moonlight. Many blessings. Then, Darlene, you are up. So you'd like to know if you'll end the month with a blast in your business. So hopefully you don't mean like an explosion, like success, like boom, a big boom. Let's take a look here. So let's see what this word has here for you. All right. You know, you've got the moon energy here. You have the nine of swords, which is fear, nightmare, insomnia, right? And the moon is the emotional energy, but it's full moon energy that I'm feeling here, which is completion. And so I feel like you can, but there's fears that you might be focusing on that could be keeping you from going there. It's like when we focus on lack or we're focusing on, I want this, I need this, I fear this won't happen, I fear this will happen. Our energy draws in things that match that energy. The wanting actually pushes the thing we want away. The needing pushes the thing we feel we need away because our energy is saying, I enjoy wanting, I enjoy needing. But you can't want and need if you get what you're looking for or wanting or needing, right? So instead, we flip that to gratitude, right? Think of all the, what you've enjoyed in the past in your business and start gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for those things. And then that can bring that up. But it's about this moon energy. It's putting an end to the fear energy because that's what's pushing away more success, more this blast that's there. And so we can look at that. And even if it's like, okay, I've got to change my mindset, we are taught to focus on our fears. But when we realize I can change my habit of focusing on fear to focus on gratitude by a daily gratitude journal, or if you want to do it even faster on your phone, just put a little um, silent vibrating alarm that goes off every waking hour just as gratitude, and then you can return to gratitude because we'll get drawn out into fear and it'll keep drawing you back. That's how to change things fast, 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 fast. I've had that with that I've mentioned to people before, and they're like, "Oh my god, it works!" And I'm like, "It does." So that's what they have for you, darling. So many blessings to you. All right. And then I think we have faith and love here. So, faith and love. Is there something coming with your relationship with C that you don't see coming? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. All right. No, you can put your mind at rest because your Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Cups, it says on here, sixth sense. I like this. Put your mind at rest. The Four of Angels is the Four of Swords, the mind. Um, it's like um, you will sense it coming, so you can trust your spidey sense and your intuition. So if you feel like, oh, something's coming, with this relationship, then that means something's coming, right? But I feel like with that, put your mind at rest. Your trust your gut and intuition, not your fears, but your that gut and that intuition that comes from a different place, like more like your solar plexus area down here, where fear kind of feels like up in here, where your heart feels like it's being poked, right? But gut comes for me. I get messages that feel like thoughts are dropped into my head, like a memory is dropped into my head, and I'm like, I feel like I'm remembering that I knew something, or the gut instinct down there. So I feel like if you tap into that and just sit with that, then you're like, okay, I can look at that. And any fears that come up are for us to look at, right? And go, okay, because there's always something with the relationships, especially when we have expectations around what a relationship should be. There's always stuff that's popping up that's not matching what we thought was supposed to happen, should happen, need to happen, must happen. But those things happen for us to grow, to release us from these cages that we have ourselves in on who they're supposed to be, what a relationship is supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be in the relationship. And there's freedom that comes from it too. So sometimes just trusting your intuition, doing your inner work, questioning those fears can help alleviate that too. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's what they have for you. All right. So many blessings, faith, and love. All right. And then Nelia, your free reading here. Any messages on Jen, how she feels working at the workplace? Let's take a look here. So, what is Jen feeling about working at the workplace? Yeah. Well, we've got, it feels like a solid place here with the Four of Trees, the Four of Pentacles. It's a solid foundation in the outside world. Maybe a little boredom. Um, I feel like they're a fast learner, and I feel like they're kind of going like, all right, I got this. What else is there to do here? The Two of Stars, the Two of Wands is about, it says boldness, but there's some days that, it's energy, whatever she chooses, right? There's days that she's like, yeah, 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 and other days, meh, 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 meh. And I feel like the days that she's really excited about it is when she gets to do new things, new responsibilities. I feel like she gets bored really quick with things and she likes a challenge. And so when she gets challenged, she's like, all right. But then she's like, oh, back to doing the old regular stuff. So I feel like she um, could always use more and more challenges. All right. So that is what they have for that free reading, Nelia. Right. And we did those. We did those. We did those. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Gemini and Happy Pill. It didn't, sometimes it'll throw up at the top that there was a donation, but I didn't see those. All right. So we'll take a look here. And let's see, I'm going to be on for just about 13 more minutes or so. So I'll try to get through these here. And I'm probably not going to get to free readings this evening because I still have a couple donations and then a free reading for one of my others. But I'll keep, Sundays, I always come back on to finish all readings. So if you keep trying, if I'm not able to, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the free readings tonight, tomorrow morning I'm back on and tomorrow night as well. And you can keep trying, or for sure Sunday, if you put it in there, I will get to an answer sometime Sunday. And I know you guys wait so patiently for free readings, and sometimes I'm not able to get to many or any. And I thank you for understanding. This is how I earn my income. So I but Sundays I definitely make sure everyone gets their messages. Hey, Victoria, just real quick here. You might check out this. Hint, 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 hint. I would definitely watch that Victoria Huber Ramirez. I would definitely watch this video. All right. All right. So, Gemini Sun Aquarius, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. And your silly question. There are no silly questions. Did CD think about you today? Jenny February with CD. And I think, all right. Let's take a look here. So let's see here. And if anyone makes a donation and they do want, um, or if you become a YouTube channel member, I will complete it within the next 10 minutes, or I'm probably not going to get to everyone in 10 minutes. After I go spend an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members, I will come back on to finish any donations and my YouTube channel members that I haven't completed. That's part of their monthly membership as well. All right. So let's take a look here. Did CD think about you today? All right. One card. We'll find out. And then just January, February reading. with C, D, and E. All right. So January, February. I feel like they're giving you two more here. I feel like these have to do with them thinking about you today. All right. So let's see here. Did they think of you today? Temperance, balance. Oh, well, okay. Let's see what else comes in here. We do have the Two of Pentacles, balance. And then Knight of Stars, Knight of Wands, which is good. That is action, activity, movement, passion. So I feel like they did think of you today with this. Um, but this Knight of Stars, this adventurer energy, I feel like they're go, 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 go. And it's like, oh, yeah, no, no, so I feel like, the temperance and the balance is saying that just, know that things are unfolding. It takes time for alchemy to work and for the gold to appear. It's like, there we go. And just know that they think about you, but they may not always act on it, like text you or whatever. For you, I feel like you're like, if I think about someone, I let them know most of the time, right? No, they're, and I have we talked about them maybe having ADHD because I feel like they might have like ADD or ADHD where it's like 8 tracks that they run on. So, so just know it doesn't mean they don't think about you if they don't communicate with you. That's so funny. All right, so January, let's see what else we have here. So, yeah, we've got the 10 of trees, 10 of pentacles, which is about abundance and fullness of life, and but there's also the Capricorn Saturn energy of the shaking and the rattling of those beliefs about what does life mean? It has to have all this stuff to be full and complete, and it's like, really? And this is the shaking and the rattling of those beliefs to have like this freedom that comes from it, release from the cage of the thoughts and beliefs about what a full life or what a partnership or that means this and this and this and this and this, that long list of expectations. There's this freedom that's kind of coming from this. And I feel like your cage is being rattled a little bit around some long held beliefs that around relationship. And it's like, yeah, I just need to let it all go. And I need well, you don't need, but it's like this is what they're saying, like you're saying to yourself, I just need to let all this go because when I focus on all those supposed to's, that I'm focusing on what's not happening sometimes. If I just take all that and chunk it and then just go, start being grateful for what I love about it, then that grows. And then we go on this adventure. And they are an adventurer, so they like not restrictions and because it's too much for them to remember. And they've lived a completely different life, I think, from you. And so the way you look at things is different. And so it's like, you know what? Imagine that you're interested in dating an alien and you don't know anything about their planet. And they don't know anything about yours. And so you're just going to get to know each other's planets and work on developing that. That's funny. All right. And then February, we got the 3 of Angels and the 5 of Hearts. So it's interesting because the 3 of Swords is heartache and disappointment, and the 5 of Cups is all about sorrow. Um, but what's interesting is this is if we don't do this, then that's what we will have, right? Is lower vibrational emotions, feelings of disappointment when they don't live up to our expectations, right? So especially February, I mean Valentine's Day is what popped up and it's like, "Oh, I bet we'll do this and that and this and if we have all this stuff then." And it's like, "What? Really? You gave me one of your children's Valentine's Day cards, the little ones that you used to give away in school. Really? This is it? If that's what we're expecting, if we're expecting all this and we get that, uh, but if we reevaluate and chunk all this stuff and start just focusing on what am I grateful for in them, and say that to them if you feel you want to, but definitely have a gratitude in here, gratitude towards creator going, I really love that about them. I really love that about them. That I love this about our interactions, relationship, if that's what you guys have. And also, looking at your own, um, what you're grateful about, what you're learning and experiencing in the relationship. It just expands those things instead of when we focus on what's not happening, we invite more of that instead. So hopefully that helps, Gemini. And that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Happy Pill, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. So a 1 month reading from now. So let's take a look here. All right. So 1 month. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it looks like these are each a week. So the first week, okay. Well, next week it looks like you have some new beginnings, an opportunity of stepping forward and seeing things differently. It's like the ending of an old cycle, a beginning of a new adventure. And I just feel like there is this fresh start. And I don't feel like it's significant because it is a major arcana, so it is something that's coming in here. Let's see what happens the second week to see if it gives us anything. All right, maybe it is love. Because you have the Hanged Man with the turnaround card, which is seeing things from a different perspective, the evolution and transformation of love. And you have the Ace of Cups as well. So I feel like there's this new beginning that's starting, but in a way, this is starting with a recognition of the love that is within inside you. And I like that energy because that's what all of our external relationships are, a reflection of our inner relationship as well, right? So, we've got this turning inward and upward, seeing things from a different perspective, letting go of a lot of expectations, looking at a world of possibilities instead of supposed to be's and should be's. And there's this rattling energy. Yeah. Metamorphosis, if we have it. Third week, death and rebirth. So definitely this next um month is all about transformation, and it's right with the energy of all the planets too. There's a lot of rebirth, endings and beginnings that are flowing in here. But the ultimately you have the Empress, which is birthing of something new. So here's all that ending and beginning, but you got the 10 of Hearts, the 10 of Cups, which is all about this abundance and fullness of heart and life, feeling your heart is full and overflowing. So, this rebirth, it's important to have because it's just like, I don't feel like you're identifying. It's like if you were a caterpillar, you're just not identifying with being a caterpillar anymore. Your desires have changed. And this is a month of huge transformation where you are definitely leaving behind um, something that's big in your life, whether it is a person, a job, a place you live. It's significant though that you're over this next month, you're like, I'm done. I'm ready for something new. I can't stand still anymore. I'm stagnant. I need to move. I need to change. I need this change. And that's what I feel a big piece of what's coming in here over this next month for you. Interesting. And then you said that for your free reading, there is some chaos going on with your batch mates. I want to know that is going to continue. When will it be sorted? Oh, okay, let's take a look here real quick. Yeah, I've got about 5 minutes before I'm heading out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gemini son. You want to know when CD will take more action? Let me see if I can get that in here too. Let's just see here though. With your Batchmates. Is it going to continue? When will it be sorted? I don't think it's going to continue here with the Six of Swords. It's leaving behind old ways of thinking, moving to new ways of thinking, transition, movement, change. Um, and you have the Knight of Trees, Knight of Pentacles. It's slow changing as far as when it'll be sorted, but it'll sort out faster as you change your perspective, right? Because if I'm looking at it from a lower vibrational standpoint, I'm just feeding that lower vibrational energy. I'm just going to see more of it and attract more of it. But really understanding, when we're looking at the chaos, the root of chaos is fear. And the more you look at your fears and go, what am I fearing around this? What am I taking personally by their actions or non-actions, words or silence? What am I defining myself at? What stories am I creating around their um, actions or whatever? And I can change that. And that's about leaving the old ways of thinking about something behind, realizing that their actions, if they're not of higher vibration, they're from fear. So they're acting on fears. And so something happens when we don't take it personally when someone's doing that. Like when you are swimming out to someone who's drowning and they smack you upside your head or grab onto you and pull you underwater. They're not trying to kill you or hurt you, or they're panicking, they're fearing. And so their actions of chaos are fear. And when we get involved, we feel part of the chaos until we take a big deep breath, step back from it, see things from the higher vibration, not from fear. Then we can bring resolution, if anywhere inside of us, where I don't have to experience the chaos. I can move into the eye of the storm and just focus on my relationships with each individual and not trying to solve the whole chaos problem, right? So hopefully that helps. But that's what they have for you for your free reading there, Happy Pill. And then just a follow up there on for you, Gemini, when will CD take more action towards you? Yeah. Well, we do have, of course, your higher self, the Hierophant is, they are um, trying to show you to see things from that different perspective, right? But the moon energy, I feel, is going to be important. Um, and so the new moon that's coming up is going to be that will be like the latest that it would happen. But I feel like if you'll, you know, the um, so much of the energy that you're putting out in those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets is what um, influences how they will act and react, right? There's this, that it brings in this energy that brings it towards you. And what I mean by that is, like, if I'm like, well, I expect them and they need to and should reach out to me in their next actions, then what are we doing? We're pushing them further away. But if I have gratitude and I start thinking of all the times I'm grateful for their actions they've taken toward me, that aligns us with bringing in more action from them. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So I got to head off. I'm starting here in a minute on the other side there. Apologies to everyone for the free readings. I did not get to any of them in this session. I did complete all donations on all my YouTube channel members. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Sunday, 11 a.m. again. And Sunday, I do make sure I come back on and I complete all readings. So if you want to continue to try for your free readings tomorrow, I do get to some on Saturdays. Not always, but I sometimes do. So if you want to keep trying, keep trying. And thank you for being here and for all the thumbs up and your love and support. But for sure, come back Sunday. We'll make sure you get messages from Spirit. All right. So many blessings. Much love to you all. Remember, every second as we're going through our adventure, we truly are eternally, unconditionally loved. Eternally loved by the cosmic Father, the cosmic Mother, our Creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So I'm so glad we're in this journey together. Till I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.